call the meeting to order. Guess everyone's looked at last month's meeting. We get a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye. All opposed, no. All right, Matthew.
All right. Any public comments? All right.
Everything's going
Move
smooth.
Right into old business, program updates. So we have wrapped up our summer of fun. Since we last met, we've had a few programs I'm going to update you on. The Guys and Dolls golf outing at Donald Hills. We had 8 couples sign up for that. So I felt like that was kind of a success and easy, fun program to do. I know they all enjoyed it. We got our pickleball courts open just in time for our tournament scheduled. Had 11 teams participate in that in 2 different divisions. And again, that's good turnout for a first time. And I will say, pickleball, I've been up there about once a week, twice a week playing myself. Those courts are getting used. Hopefully, all goes well and we get the grants we've applied for. We'll be able to redo them properly and expand them, because I don't think 3 courts are going to be enough for the demand. We've been up there and it's full. Had to wait a little bit, but we're working on signage to put up there. Just outline for one sign will be just pickleball rules that the beginner can use to play by. The other will be court rules, etiquette rules. What to do if the courts are full and you got people waiting, how to rotate, and that way everybody can get a chance to play.
They have something like you could put like a QR code on the sign or something, because I know we've got a lot of these markers around here now.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing, and you can go scan this QR code and it gives you the history on this
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So
that's a good idea. No, I've been researching the pickleball signs on Google. A lot of them do have that QR code at the bottom.
I imagine there's quite a bit of information.
There is. Like the sign itself will have just the basics. Here's how to play. Here's how to serve.
Right.
Score. I'm sure the official rule book.
Yeah,
No more than you want to put on the sign, but we'll do that. But it's a hit. I mean, they're rough, like we knew they were, but
And you don't rent equipment, do you?
no. But we do have equipment we can loan out. I'm not really put that out, but
Yeah.
anybody that's interested, I can loan. I've got several paddles that we can loan out just to get people started. It's so fun.
I haven't even.
Come, y'all ever want to play, holler at me. I'll play. It's fun. It's my new thing. Movie nights, where we showed Goonies up at the stage on a big 24-foot screen, was incredible. We had a blast. We estimate 250 or more showed up.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Had a lot of comments, when we're going to do this again. So there'll be another one coming. I don't know when or where, but the DJ came. We invited people to come about an hour before the movie started. We played we had a hula hoop contest, and we had a big tub of candy we gave out to the kids. And we did a truffle shuffle contest, and then had like the DJ or the guy that we hired to come with all the equipment to show it. He played a game. It's kind of like a scavenger hunt with the crowd. Called for like 8 volunteers to come up. We had 7 hula hoops laid out there. He said, all right, I want you all to go out in the crowd and bring me a hat. First 7 come back with a hat. You know, the 8th person got eliminated. You just take the hat back and bring me a shoe or a towel or something, and got it narrowed down to just the final 2. And then it was who can start the longest conga line. And I swear there's 30 or 40 people in a conga line dancing around the field. I mean, just having fun, playing music. It was a really great night. I'm really excited to put that on and offer that, and it went really well. Back to school parties we had on Friday and Saturday nights were well attended. In total, the first night was high school kids. We probably had about 60 or 70. The second night was for grade school age kids. We had about 280. But so combined with those 2, we had right at 340, 350 people come to the back to school parties at the pool. It's a good way to end the summer programs off and get these kids, one last hoorah at the pool. And then just an overall summer of fun, wrap up. I've mentioned all the other programs we did throughout the summer, but our Aquafit was a hit. We had 15 to 20 dedicated, every week, or every time it happened, we had 15 to 20 show up. People loves that. I mean, that was such a fun way to stay active and get healthy and just, play in the water, and get something productive out of it. Our moonlight swims, we were averaging 240 at each one of those. The smallest we had was 220. The largest we had was like 270-ish. And that's, that's in a 3-hour block at night. We don't have that during the day.
No.
It's 6 hours. So those moonlight swims, we'll have to, we did them every other Friday night. I say next summer, it'll be every Friday night. Just because they seem to be the popular thing. But Smiley did some counting, adding up all the participants we had with our moonlight swims and aquafits and all the different tournaments, and estimated about 2,200 people participated this summer in our Summer of Fun.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I was real happy about that. Shows that, what we offered was needed and was enjoyed and appreciated by the community. So we'll plan another one for next summer, and then, continue to offer some programs throughout the year otherwise. But summertime is when we can really load up.
A lot of kids wouldn't have opportunities to do anything else other than,
Exactly.
so that's incredible.
Yeah, when school's not to say, when school's in, there's a lot of other things going. There's, a lot of clubs and sports, but during the summer, that's when you really need to, and that's kind of when we need to be at our busiest too. So that'll be the plan going forward. It's tough, but I don't know. It was worth it. Moving on to pool operations, we've closed the pool. I've got 2 more pool parties this Friday and Saturday night. One is just a church that was canceled during the normal season for the weather, and we had one opening Friday or Saturday night. One of them is we let Cherokee High School have a night for their seniors. We have a senior night at the pool. But other than that, the pool is wrapped up for the year. I've been putting my financial analysis together. I'll share that with you all when it's really complete. I just finished my numbers yesterday, but I still gotta tweak it a little bit, but I'll get that to you here in a couple of weeks to take a look and see how we did. But, I know revenue's up, but a lot of costs are up, some costs are down. But we'll see how it all works out here in a couple of weeks. But I will just kind of put you all, and you all are well aware that that pool is in a very bad state as far as,
Right.
you know, it needs a lot of repairs. And so I would imagine that here in the next few years, I don't know exactly when it's going to get to that point that it's just has to be done, but we've got a big cost coming. A new surface, which is definitely needed. I got estimates last year, and they're $175,000 just for the surface of the pool. Does not include all the electrical equipment that needs to be replaced, bathrooms need updating, plumbing that needs updating. I mean, at some point, we're going to have to address all that, but we'll save that for another time when I have more information to provide. But just to put that on your radar, that will be coming in the next couple of years, I imagine. The dog park, we've had it open for a few weeks now. We've had about 15 or so dogs registered. It's not used a whole lot yet, and I think it'll pick up, but it is getting used. I've seen people using it. We are looking at August 30th to have a grand opening. That representative from the Boyd Foundation is going to try to come and do a little ceremony. But when that's confirmed, I'll certainly let you all know. Flag football and cheerleading. I mentioned last month we were going to do a cheerleading program to coincide with our flag football. Registrations are slow, but flyers just went out to all the kids in the schools, hopefully today. We took them yesterday, but hopefully they went home today. So I expect the rest of this week to be slammed. But I'm satisfied we'll get to where we were last year, if not a little more. Flag football is our smallest athletic program, so I don't expect it to be anywhere near the number of baseball and basketball. But last fall we doubled our participation from the previous fall. So, and I still feel like there is some room to grow that because we've added 2 new age groups, 11 and 12s. So it's funny. We've got 3 age groups in flag football: 5 and 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10 to 12, and then we've got a cheerleading. There's more cheerleaders registered than, you know, any single age group right now.
Oh,
wow. I was kind of surprised at that, but it tells me that there's a lot of people that want to do cheerleading.
Hey, I begged Anna Mae to do it last year just because she can tumble, and she wanted to do it again this year. She loved it.
I asked Clara, she played flag football last year, and I figured she would jump all over cheerleading. You want to do cheerleading this year for flag football? And she said, no, there's a game being played. I want to play it. I don't want to cheer for it. I want to play.
I'm shocked that she wanted to do it again this year. I just wanted her out of my way when watch Eli play, but she loved it.
And then beach volleyball. I had my doubts whether we'd get enough teams, but we ended up with 6 teams in a beach volleyball league that we're going to start here this weekend. It's going to be on Sunday afternoons, after and before church. That's 6 teams, and we can schedule them in about a 4.5, 5-hour block. It's 4 on 4. figure that program will run about 5 weeks. Virtually no cost to us except time making schedules and promoting. But other than that, teams will use their own ball. We can provide a ball, but that's very minimal. But there's no reps to be paid for. They'll keep their own score, text us the scores, or email us the scores at the end of each day. And keep track of it, and keep the standings up. But again, another new program that we've never had before. So hopefully that's a good spot to build on. Because I know volleyball is booming right now. It's like in other areas, volleyball is a big program. And we need to kind of, hopefully this helps us kind of get that market, maybe expand on that when we have more facilities to do so. But again, 6 teams I think is a good start. And new business, city park Wi-Fi. I'm going to move on working with a company to install a Wi-Fi network to cover the park. Start working on that at the end of this week. And the reason for that will be multi-purpose. Primarily it's for cameras, security cameras. We really need coverage in all sorts of random areas across the park that it's just hard to get to wired. So you have a blanket network. We put cameras anywhere there's power. I'm really wanting to crack down on securing that park and a lot of the activity that goes on. Other purposes can be our rec desk software that we use for our scheduling and our membership database. Can also be used for point of sales like concessions, and then we can use that in our ball fields, at the pool. Use it to keep track of attendance at the pool, things like that. We could 5-stream ball games if we wanted to. And swim meets, so dog park access and with the key cards, I can schedule times for that to close automatically. I don't have to go up there and physically be in the control box on site to do it if we have the network set up. So I'm going to pull the trigger on that and go ahead and start developing that infrastructure, which will help us now and allow us to build on it in the future. And other than that, I guess, how am I doing? Smiley? Anything? I missed anything? Any updates that?
No, not any updates anyway. I just be purpose about the summer of fun. It was long, but it was very, very rewarding. And when I did those numbers, it came out to be about half of that 2,200 people was for Moonlight Swims, but the other half was all the other stuff. So in my mind, if you took out the Moonlight Swims, to still have 1,000 people still come to participate in programs outside the park was big.
So and those numbers are just going to grow because
Yeah.
people are going to expect it now.
Yeah, and we, like I said, we hadn't really started talking about next summer, but I have at least, just throughout the summer, I've had put more ideas to just kind of look to build off of for next summer and that sort of thing. But I just thought that was a big takeaway for me was even, to take out the Moonlight Swims, which was our biggest thing, every other week, but to take that out to still have over 1,000 people show up during the summer was big, and because communities mentioned they want stuff to do, they want stuff for the kids to do, and so for us to we have those numbers to say that we've done pretty well with it. So just look forward to building off of it for the future.